There we go. Hey, Incinda. How's it going? Good evening. Hey, everyone. I hope your day's going good. Today we are back with some more Disco Elysium. And Incinda, let me give you a quick shout out. It's good to see you here. Right, so last we left off, we ended up talking to that horrible racist trying to get into the harbor. He wouldn't let us in, which I wasn't really expecting that to work. I do remember that towards the beginning of the game, there was actually a passed out harbor worker in the hostel that we're staying at. We're gonna go check that out and see if we can grab his little keycard thing. So, let me turn this game up just a smidge. Oh. There's a new person in here. And they don't really have anything to say. Cool.
The worker is in a deep slumber. Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook.
And the man?
The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
Let's see, does the lieutenant see me? Steal the document, swipe through the pocket, and take what's inside. Close the carabiner. I'm gonna take the document as well.
You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document.
Ah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent.
And it shall remain that way. So while we're in here, I'm going to see if we can talk to the woman from the intro. If it lets me... Oh, there we are.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside.
Ah, never mind then. I don't want to interrupt their shower. Okay. Don't think there was anything else up here, but let me check while I'm here. Nope, just where I picked up my shoe from earlier. Okay then. Oh, hey, cool.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Kubek. Please, it's not funny.
Some questions. Mr. Kubek, I'm here on official police business. Hello, sir. Got time for a few questions.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
You've got some impressive pots there. I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I think that's the only option I have.
He smiles. It's almost like music.
Okay. Huh.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
Wonder where this door leads.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. It's part of the whirling and regs. There's something about this place that makes me want to know.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
Yes, a mini side investigation. No, the door's a mega investigation. I'm calling it Behind the Blue Door. Door in the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation.
If you say so, Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay, well, let's go ask him.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen.
Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Do you know what's behind it? Do you have...
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frick warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
I'm gonna go try out the other options on the door really quickly.
A heavy steel door. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older. The door does not budge. The door does not. The door.
The door. I'm curious, did we get the chance to really walk around the perimeter of the building? Like aside from the left side of it and the back. We did get kind of on the roof towards the right side, but I think that was the extent of it. And there's not really anything else we can interact with over here, it seems. Okay, well... Since we're back here, I'm gonna see if we can interact with the corpse in a different way now that we have some tools. Then after this, we'll go head up the harbor.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blood. As you narrow your eye, this is a trick. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo. His eye, dark brown hair grows on. The corpse looks right through.
Okay, maybe not. Well, shoot. Okay. To the harbor it is then. Let's see. How do we get in now that we have a card? I guess we'll try talking to El Mañana first.
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, what now?
Huh. I'm actually a worker, like you guys.
The man looks at the colorful piece of plastic, then at you, then back at the card, then...
But that's not you, officer.
He can't know that. Maybe you're just younger on the photo.
It's an old picture.
From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago Jean?
Does not seem plausible now that I think about it. Yes.
Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now. Also, you told me you're a cop, remember? How did you get his shift card?
Feels like a sign. The wind deposited it before my feet. I felt a closeness to this person. Found it on the ground at the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, John's been out drinking himself blind again? He should watch his step, that John. Can I have the card?
No, it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
No, I'm afraid not. This card's evidence in an ongoing investigation. Now I need to continue my undercover infiltration of this compound, otherwise it's not as if I just stole the card for no reason. Well, go with the second one.
Oh. Is my friend in some sort of trouble? Who knew?
Okay. Do I present the card to him? Oh god, I hope not.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Don't be such an asshole to your fellow dock worker.
The man looks at you, silent and unmoving. His eyes burrow into the remnants of your soul.
You are not Santiago. Santiago is not you. Even the phrenically impaired can see this.
Can I just walk past him? No? Okay. Hold on. Kim, help me out here.
Yes?
Or not. Let me down. Let me down. There we go. You, help me out.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Let's talk about our right to work.
I need you to be my champion against John Luke up there.
No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
Okay. So I'd mentioned give myself space up there. Maybe that will give me an opportunity to retake the check. I guess we'll give it a try. Oh, quick save. There we go.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Oh my god, it's still only 42%. Okay, let's do this. Fuck.
It has happened again.
Another fit of criminal rage.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk. Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
I kind of feel like I should just take this L and,
Please, stop doing this. You are making us look bad.
and just try to reroll.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Because I can't interact with that door.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
So I don't think there's anyone else that's necessarily going to be able to give us access in here. I'm kind of curious if,
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
so there's like a magnesium in me.
Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
So I need to make it up.
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
You're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form.
Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
It sounds reasonable to me. I thought there was a ramp or some steps over here to get me through. That's okay, we'll go the other way. Let's see, that was the pawn shop. Wait, have I come across a drugstore? I think the closest thing I found was the convenience mart. Let's see, magnesium-based life form. -1 shivers, no shakes. Research time, 1 hour 15 minutes. It's generally understood that human beings are carbon-based organisms, fusing little carbon tubes together to form complex, mushy structures capable of thought, love, and locomotion. It is also known that these structures sometimes like to take the edge off by consuming ethanol, amphetamine, etc. In such cases, it is important to supplement your body with the magnesium. Tired? Maggot. Down? Maggot. Liver damage? Maximum mag. Some people say magnesium doesn't really do anything, you just need to quit. What do we tell them? Oh, interesting. I didn't even see this one earlier. 3 hours, 25 minutes. Oh, can I slot multiples of these? Or is that going to be the current one I'm working on? That's going to be the current one I'm working on, I guess. Okay. Gotcha.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago. Of course. Where to? No problem.
She's very well composed. Back.
Oh, we kind of got everything we wanted to from her. Okay, I guess we'll take another swing at the racist guy.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
Hey, let's go!
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent.
Fuck you, you racist piece of shit.
All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
Wait, what should I do? Rip into him with right hook? Back up and perform a 360 flying spin kick? I think that's the obvious choice.
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Disco Inferno, baby!
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Yo, Tyr, how's it going, man?
like you're the new measurehead now.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Actually, now that I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salem Rocky Bayi. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go.
Action!
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Hell yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. I don't think there's anything... Oh, hold on, what's this?
The man is still knocked out.
Ah.
He breathes slowly.
Cool. Ooh. Giant ass print. Ooh, magnesium, nice. Neat office shades. I want to put those on. Oh, hey, we also got a skill point. Ooh. What should we spend it on? I kind of want to put it more into a physical instrument because we are not doing super great right now. Getting down with your bad selves. At least I think that's what this game is about. It totally is, Wish. It totally is. Also, hi, how's it going? I wish they made the text on the left, right-hand side of the screen legible. Because I can't see anything with the gray background. I was gonna ask, how would you describe this game? This game is basically a... It's basically just a narrative-driven game where all of the narration uses RPG elements, if that makes any sense. My roommate basically said it's kind of like Neverwinter Nights or Baldur's Gate if you took out the combat. And you're kind of just walking around the city interacting with people. Good, good. Hope things are going well for you with the apparent butt kicking. At least I think I heard you say that. Yeah. I punched out a racist asshole. Also, how's my volume and everything? I had to redo some stuff in OBS earlier, and when I was recording myself, the volume sounded fine, but that doesn't necessarily mean everything's going to sound good on your guys' side. But you know, racist assholes, always valid, always a choice. Absolutely. The Eye of the Reckoner. A bit dry. Volume is okay. 25% of volume and can hear well. Thank you very much, Chair. I appreciate that. Also, let me save really quickly after that whole ordeal.
An imposing
Volume's good for now, but I'll let you know if it gets a bit more intense, in a more intense
looking
scene.
down.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Ish.
A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
Imposing combination of punch clock and payphone. I'm so short on money, I don't really want to do anything with that. Oh, hey, we're over here.
The tarpaulin cloak is still hanging on the railing. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back.
Nice, grab the cloak.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips.
Nice, can we put it on? Ooh, looking fancy. Hey Valcora, how's it going? Good evening. Three packs worth of cigarette butts, and I recognize those alcohol names, so we were actually up here during our drunken stupor earlier. Nice. I think.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather. You need to rest. Your body is aching. Getting in here has taken something out of you. Have a seat.
Okay, well, let's listen to our body.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat, secured to the stiles by black ribbons.
Breathe deep.
Stale air floods through your nostrils. Not a single mote of dust floats inside your lungs, though. The inside of the booth is immaculate. Stale air floods through
Oh,
your
it's
nostrils.
still same
Not a
thing.
single
That's fine.
mote of dust. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however, does hold some cheap painkillers. They are slightly out of date.
Read the side effects.
Oh boy, where to start? Elevated risk of dementia, mini stroke,
Hey, Oatmeal, how's it
Prophet's
going?
disease,
Hold on.
sudden death, hair death, erectile malfunction, critical flatulence, watery blood, black mucus, uncontrollable weeping, increased sensitivity to la opera, inoperable joint disorder, total spinal collapse.
Oh, okay, apparently when I corrected this, it like reverted the changes, so I'm not sure. Here, I'll redeem that for you, buddy. Sorry about that. Thanks, Twitch integrated the rain system. Glad to know that you're gonna save stuff after I update it. Oh god, this is gonna hurt. Oh my god. Okay. I hope your evening's going well, Oatmeal. Good to see you. Starting to sound like a very concerning commercial for penis medication. A little bit.
Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else.
I'm a cop. I have cop things to do. Murders to solve. People to help. Kim's counting on me. Ow! Ah! Ow! Okay, stop, please. Ow! Ow! What did I ever do to you, Oatmeal? Squid Games. I'm beginning to think I might need some of that pain medication. Disco in your balls. Kick-ass moves. Boogie beat. That's not... I hope I'm not fucking René over by taking his Painkillers. I've started revolution. I can see that. Jesus. Let's see what the big deal is. This sounds pretty normal to me. I'm scared. How? Valcor, how could you? Scared I'll never be held or loved in this world again. Oh, that got dark.
The enormity of the case before you dwarfs the list of side effects. You can't even see the side effects anymore.
It looked fun. Sorry, no reason to apologize. Kim, would you mind if I helped myself to some meds?
I'm not here to tell you what to do, detective.
No, okay.
You take the painkillers. They are yours now.
No, okay, cool.
You stand and exit the booth.
So this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Take the picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair.
Aw.
The man, Rene, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
Aw, that sounds really cute.
Why did you take that picture of René?
I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Okay, let me... go down? No? Okay. Oh. Okay, I need to go down there to be able to click on that. Gotcha. Ooh. Oh, I can get up here. Cool. Cool. Doesn't seem to be... Oh, never mind. There is something else up here.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
They're not gonna let me control the crane, are they? That seems like a bad idea.
Marche. On. Arrête. Off. The crane stands tall, proud, erect, and still.
Erect. Okay, hold on. I have to see what it's gonna let me do.
A rusting Marche. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
I'm not Wish. I'm not, but don't tell them that.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Its purpose? What do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers. Except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Very satisfying. Ah, damn, it would help with the ladies as well. Ah, I'm sorry, Wish. Does that give us access to... Oh, okay.
Before you, stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Maybe? I can't tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
I don't know, Kim. It just feels special.
It's a cargo container, detective. Just like all the others. We're not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Persuade the door open.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Ah. Oh, am I able to walk over here? I can. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna save again. Ooh, more change. Thank you. Oh, excuse me? Okay.
Container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, now belongs to Everard.
Tiny Man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you. He's adorable. Hi.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is with you people in scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right?
Oh yes, born and raised in Ariash, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then, too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No sir, those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
What's going on here? Look at the mountains of containers rising behind him.
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
This looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim. Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Miss Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
Hey, Gator. How's it going, buddy? Hi Raiders, I'm Votum Star, Magic Star Beast, and your favorite skeleton space dad. Today we're playing some Disco Elysium. Gator, how'd your stream go, buddy? Let me give you a quick shout out. Oh, you're playing Fear. That's right, I remember you posting about that on Twitter. I haven't played Fear since, well, I played the original Fear back when it first came out. Didn't play any of the sequels. How's Fear 3? For a game named Fear, it was not spooky. I remember the original was about some sort of like psychic little girl, wasn't it? Yeah, Fear 1 was fun. I enjoyed it. Yes, it had a nail gun.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
What is underneath these red covers?
Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Fear 3 is harder than the other two, in a good way or a bad way. Like, are you having fun with it? Hey, Kisa, how's it going? Let me give you a shout out. It's good to see you here. Good evening. Thanks, Leo. You've been very helpful.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Where is everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
Normal, they really pushed the chest-high, take cover aspect. Aw, that's unfortunate. When did Fear 3 come out? Because the original was like... I feel like the original was way back when I was in high school. Nighttime vibes? Ah, nighttime vibes. Xbox 360 game, that makes sense.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Mid-2010s. That makes sense.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
Ooh, interesting, okay.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling him to take some time off.
Really? Did they kill someone?
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
He probably doesn't know anything anyway. Who in their right mind would tell him?
Aw, that's kinda mean. Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellet. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Huh, I'm pretty sure this place would totally fall apart if you didn't shine the boss man's shoes, Leo. I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
What's in that container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
Hey, we had to double check. I'm looking for the leader of the Dock Workers Union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made merchandise what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
He points to the 2 joint containers on your right. Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
Ooh, coffee. I want a giant thermos like that. Oh, I do not like this guy. I do not like him at all. Where am I? Okay, I see. Okay. I think we're gonna be in for a bit of a conversation, so I'm gonna get up, stretch, and grab some water. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Father is away, Karen will talk. Remember, your souls can be used for currency. Mine is work 1.50.
Charon. Acting up will have my back turned. How could you? Coffee is the lifeblood of which I live by. You and me both, Wish. You and me both. I'm an internet archimage by profession. And as such, I tend to use a lot of MP throughout the day. And coffee is my favorite way to regenerate my MP. Alright, let's talk to this very gross man.
Before you is a walrus of a man, seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
I don't like this man! I do not like this man!
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
I was watching a good friend of mine play Scorn earlier. This man is more upsetting than the entirety of Scorn.
With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Punchable CEO written all over him? Absolutely. Are you in charge of the dock workers? Let's get straight to business. There's a dead body on the tree. Let's go with a little bit more of a subtle approach.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Mr. Dubois? Is that my name? Dubois. Dubois. Dubois.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
Am I French? I'm not sure, but this game has a lot of like French and Danish stuff in it. Everett Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. The man relaxes in his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
No, you should get it more often. You look like you need it.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Oh, okay.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Try and wink back.
So tell me, how can the head of the Barders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
It literally did me physical damage.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again. So the company who made this game is based in Estonian and was created by a novelist. Interesting. I admittedly only know a tiny bit about this game's development and the unfortunate recent news about it as well.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
He's trying to bribe me. Wait, you know Gart? Thank you, Everett. Take the comically large check, but don't say anything. Keep it. I'm good. I'm going to start with the question first.
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Keep it. I'm good.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair. Hey, he was trying to bite me off, you piece of shit.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Boys, heard of this game? Yeah, I've heard nothing but positive things about it. It's one of those games that I've been meaning to play for a very, very long time. And recent conversations with both my roommate and another VTuber friend have basically given me enough motivation to actually sit down and play it, finally.
When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
How did you know about my lost gun? I'm not worried. I got this. I would appreciate any help you could provide. Let's go with the second one.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me.
Harry?
Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
Harry Dubois. Okay, I guess we know what my name is now.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Kim...
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Claire's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh. Every time this dude talks, I just see red flags. Yeah. So far, that's a lot of characters in this game. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun, and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Awoo. Hey Mocha, how's it going? Let me give you a quick shout out. No, I'm not about to cry. Try and stay cool. So what? Men can cry too. Come to get my daily woo? Aw. I'm glad I can help out.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. You'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like Jello shot. There are no Harrys here. Let your mind go to your safe place.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow. In a kind of throw-in motion. Throw in that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
He really is Mr. Dubois. So true. Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gestures with her hands above her head. Oh yeah, man. I'm fucking great. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. Set up right.
What an odd demonstration of... you've got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Police officer questions.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree? Let's talk about my lost gun. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Okay.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
This guy's saying a lot of words, but not really saying anything.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is this true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Jesus.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
I can't accept this thing.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Jesus.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Let's see, I'm reconsidering opening that door you asked me to open. Perhaps it will help me somehow. You called me Mr. Dubois, why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
My memory's fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
I don't want to see your big fat folder. In fact, please keep it behind the desk. Please.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips.
I don't want to think about anything coming out of his lips. Come on.
I guess
this
words
is getting
already
gross.
Reached him. No matter. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Let's see, do some probing first. Let's get this straight. What is my full name? Do you know where I live? Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids? Or what kind of cop does it say I am?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
I do like jam, and I do like rocks.
He doesn't really seem to know any more about it.
Harry, you're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky, outshining all other stars. You're a superstar.
That's what I like about you, Everard. You got me. You get me.
Of course I do, Harry. And I'm gonna help you shine. I'm gonna put you on all the big stages. Your name in giant neon letters. Harry Dubois.
He's probably just making a guess based on your recent activity in Martinez.
Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids, or...
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
I do. I'd be a wonderful father. I mean, I do actually think I'd be a really good dad. Maybe not Harry, though. Harry seems like he might be a bit problematic.
Well, yes. I'm sure you're going to make one little boy or a girl very happy and proud one day, Harry. It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
I do wish. I do actually want to have a family at some point. Wait, I thought you are Harry Dubois.
No, I'm really, really not. You are.
Okay, I like that. I can work with that.
And I can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you?
Where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
That doesn't surprise me. That's nice. I hope you get to be and that you're the best bone father. Aw. Thank you, Wish. That's very sweet of you.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
Ooh, let's do it.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. Is he trying to hide that it's not a real RCM folder? It certainly doesn't have the RCM stamp on it.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet.
I like her.
I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along.
Oh, we are.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Hey, Valkyrie, good evening. How's it going? Thank you very much for the hydrate and stretch. I'll go ahead and do that right now. Oh, what happened with the head pats? Why aren't things working tonight? Hold on, I'll get that for you. Give me just a few moments. That's so weird. Oh, why does it say disabled? Hold on. I got this. It doesn't have my... Okay, it apparently doesn't have my things loaded on there. I don't... Okay. Yay, Scuff Stream! Let's go! Okay, there we go. Apparently, at some point, my VTube studio like dropped a bunch of my redeem thingies. I'll have to get that fixed tomorrow. Was streaming Evil Within 2 a bit earlier for Halloween. Oh, nice! How's that been going? I've heard a lot of really good things about that game. I played a little bit of the first and really enjoyed it and never got around to finishing it. Also, let me give you a proper shout out as well. Which I spelled your name wrong, I believe. Try that again. There we go.
Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont? Joyce and the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in the previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget? You called him a midget. I remember Evil Within being the hot new AAA horror game. Been rare since we got one not tied to an already existing franchise. That is very true, Wish. You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
The hell?
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
The red flakes just got redder, yeah. Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
No, it's not a fine distraction. It's not fine at all. Nothing about this is fine conceptualization. Ever. Joyce seems to think the Union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Lowballing, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
I mean, I had to break in here to see you, dude. Come on.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
Let's see, aren't you going to ask me about how I got in?
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man.
Hell yeah, I did.
I saw it from my window.
Hell yeah, I did. Now do it again.
Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
I understand. I am a terrifying death machine.
Don't worry, Harry. Between you and me, I'm not a huge fan of this race thing. But the Union did not get where we are today by frowning on eccentricity.
Oh no! Mocha, you killed me! You know, I haven't played this game or seen any gameplay of it, but it's amazing how much I can tell that this guy has so much bullshit being thrown at us. Yeah, the writing in this is really good.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Hey, Yasu, how's it going? Let me give you a quick shout out. I require an allowance of some kind. Sure. I think that's fine. Oh.
Refreshing.
Very refreshing. No class, I'm goofing off. Nice. I hope you're relaxing. That was a sight. Thank you for the allowance. Of course.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, I certified the footprints at the crime scene worker boots.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radiophone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, the cop who bested you in physical combat is here, and he has a little dead body in a tree problem. Namely, he needs it to be taken down. Please extend him this courtesy. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates, but you already knew that. Anyway, he's going to help you.
What's in the container outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Cavalsund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I did. Kim got angry at me. NK! Hi, how's it going? Hi Raiders, I'm Votum Still Arm, Eldrick Star Beast and your favorite squatted space dad. How's the rest of Scorn? There, you smooth talking son of a bitch. I'm putting that on a business card. Engie, let me give you a quick shout out. Hi Vivi. Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
Got hardcore triggered by trypophobia? What is that?
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Oh, whole clusters, gotcha. That's right. I remember asking that a few weeks ago. I'm sorry about that, Inky. Only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Hold on. Could he really hold my gun hostage? Wait, the gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in? I will not be blackmailed by this gun business.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood.
What's happening to Disco Elysium? We are investigating this head of this union, who, if you couldn't tell by the picture, is just an awful, awful little lump of man. We are talking to a slug right now, yes.
Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
The only good thing to come out of this, man, is we did figure out our name, which is kind of exciting.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
A friendly gun-finding I hate this man so much. Can't we punch him? Please? Alright, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
Alright. How do I get down? There we go. Did you know you can die from the uncomfortable chair? It almost killed me. It almost killed me.
Yes?
Okay, the head pets, well appreciated, are starting to chafe my scalp. Well, top of my skull. There we go. Scenario will perish by heart attack or by fist. We will see what the fates decide. Ooh. What's that? Money. No. Let's go back up to the container. I want to convince the door to open.
You're back before the cargo container.
Damn it.
Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Anything else over here? We had the office. And can't go down there. Okay. So funny thing about that, in my previous D&D group, we had a rogue who's particularly good at lockpicking. And anytime he would do a lockpicking check, he would always verbalize it by basically telling our DM, I would like to talk to this door and convince it to open for us.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Ooh.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork laying around like this.
Kim.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders. Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
We must do our public service and check these poor orphaned papers. Exactly, Wish. Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Ooh, 42%. We can do this. We can do this.
Look how blurry
Damn it.
the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other. Could I actually not focus through not focusing?
You're a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Yes.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
Hey, 58%, let's go.
You're trying.
Come on.
But the data here is unbelievably dry. Something about containers. Hundreds of documents and the same materials. You already went through all of them. The drawer slides shut.
Aw, I appreciate that wish.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Was nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
He shakes his head solemnly. The merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo belt, one often used in heavy transport areas, for example, harbors.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up. What does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Huh. Well, let's head back to the body. Hey, is that a guy there? Can I interact with them? Oh, no, that's the corner of the... That's the corner of the truck thing. Look like a person's head sticking out. Okay, I guess we have to go back and talk to the racist asshole. Oh, come on, let me through. Great favorite pastime. Can we make him cry? That would be wonderful if we could.
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
Knocked you out like a god of martial arts. It was just something I had to do.
Our personal dynamic has changed. A little.
I've already told you to help us get down the body from the tree.
So it was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, enemy. I will go and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
There's a
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Okay.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup. Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
I hope the belt snaps while he's taking it down and decapitates them.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Apparently so.
Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I don't. I've seen enough of that dead body already.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrod's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Came with a sick burn. Yes, I'm an unbelievably corrupt cop. I'm corrupt at every opportunity I get. That's none of your business.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Huh, nice.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
There has been no side choosing. We did what we had to keep order.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Oh, let me down. There we... Oh, come on, game. There we go.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
By the way, Kit is a racial slur. You need to act decisively. It's Kuno. Use Kuno words.
Stop using the K word. It belongs to the past. Oh. No. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, kids. Nods in approval, but don't you mean...
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaut! Kuno does...
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid.
Hey, Carmine. Good evening. How's it going? Me, give you a quick shout out, buddy. Well, it's down.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
A field autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up!
Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor? Oh, got it.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Oh, have I?
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Mundi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Epui Descent, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Why don't you know? What use are you? Actually, it appears I have forgotten what a field autopsy is.
Fine. It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. One takes note, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death.
Do we need a scalpel for it?
A scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however.
Do you have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, I'll take it like a man. I have gardening gloves, maybe they're enough.
They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
That sounds good. Where should I take these notes? In my paperwork?
Yes, you see, the field autopsy form is the one on red copy of paper.
Open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists describing the condition of his skin and
hey
organs
Trixie,
in
how's it
3
going?
parts. Above those, an 11 field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
Begin. 1. Assistant.
That's you.
Right. Herr Dubois.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
2. coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Write it down.
Next.
3. Name.
NA. Next.
4. Date of birth.
NA.
5. Age.
Roughly 50.
Try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
I'm going to write down 42.
He nods.
6. Race.
Mondial.
Fair to olive skin, from the Isola of Muindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
7. Sex.
Fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex?
Right, male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
8. Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
Write down 4/3/51.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503.
Oh my gosh.
08.
VTube Studio's gonna freak out. I'm sorry.
Motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
11. Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What exactly is treatment anyway? I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like it was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dogwalkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then...
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
1. External examination. Summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
Write it down.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Write it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the boot. Excuse me, of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini.
Write it down.
The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with the age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on. Write it down. Short, light brown, male pattern baldness.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stone thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max! Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Write down.
Ligature mark.
Lieutenant produces a small folding knife, with the other hand pulling on the belt. He starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared. But the chain cutters. Good thing we got the chain cutters.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
He points the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Yes, I'm Kuno's pig, I agree. I'm not your pig, Kuno. Look at a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the yeast. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there, steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose. You jam the cutters
Come
right
on!
under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold. Then
Fuckity fuck.
the lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid.
Rotate some more.
A really, really bad smell is coming from there now, and some kind of cracking sound.
Enough. Cut more. Cut some.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggoty.
God damn it.
It's fucking time.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
I'm gonna let him work.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Yes, that's much better form than you had. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here.
He hands you the chain cutters back and then kneels closer to the body, running his fingers along the dark red groove, until he comes to a gap.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
The scarring is extensive, way more than a law officials.
We have a real museum.
Hey, Static! How's it going? Hi, Raiders. I'm Votum Shalarm, Nautic Star Beast and your favorite Skull-Headed Space Dad. Today we're playing some Disco Elysium. Ow! Hey, I row, honey? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome to Artist. Enjoy your complimentary school, and thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Hey, Static. How was the rest of your stream? Let me give you a quick shout out. 'Tis Iro. How are you doing? I'm doing very well. How are you? Doing good? I'm glad to hear that.
Last item. Hands.
It's very good to see you here. He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
2. Internal examination. Summary.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
The stream was good. We tested out Dead by Daylight, and it's still laggy, but drawing worked fine with the model. Aw. I'm sorry about that, Static.
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of this story. I'm kind of curious where this is gonna go.
What would that be?
He looks at you inquisitively.
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very valuable to compromises in its blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
I'll write down NA.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
That's okay. It might just be time for an upgrade. Maybe after all the medical stuff, I'll save up. Well, if you need any help, shopping around, definitely let me know.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Back hunch, as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaw. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Look inside the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again. Straight in that mouth of his.
Okay, maybe don't look deeper inside.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust.
Hepato means liver, and biliary, the gallbladder and bile ducts.
Ah. Nah, I don't think so.
Neither am I. Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
Reservoirs? No, but do they take obscure trivia and odd tidbits?
What obscure tidbits and odd trivia fit the fields? The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
No.
Ah.
Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if it was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Brimming with cocaine. 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 Right, NA and add toxicology requested.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around. To the ground, the pool of feces there.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen, briefly. Write it down. Omit the voila.
What's next on the list?
You really adore this game? Have you played it before? This is my first playthrough, and I'm a little upset that it's taken me this long to get around to playing it. I'm really enjoying it. Like, a lot. I can easily see myself playing through this maybe 1 or 2 more times with completely different characters. Well, different characters. You can't see it. I'm doing air quotes. You know what I mean. 3. Description of injuries. Summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 feet.
Yo, Xander, how's it going? Got it to the last day or so and 88 sheets, so I need to finish it. Right on. Hey, Raiders, how's it going? I'm Votum Still Arm, Magic Star Beast, your favorite skeleton space dad. Coomraid. I take it you were playing the, Xrd rollback beta, huh? Hell yeah, let's get Autumn on it. Nice, how did Xrd go? Also, hi Raiders, today we are playing some Disco Elysium.
Be thorough if you want
Xrd is divine, Boy, I really wish I had the time to sit down and play it. I didn't play it before, but in preparation for the Xrd rollback beta, I did jump into training mode for a little while with Chip, and it feels really good. It feels really good. Hey, Usage, how's it going? Let me give you a quick shout out. Let me make sure I'm spelling your name right. Sanada VTuber. There we go. Chip Sewell, you got a dump install for his best combos? Yeah, I remember reading that. I remember reading that and looking at the combos on Dustloop and being like, I thought I was done with jump installing with Ibuki and Street Fighter 4. Okay, Wish, enjoy your shower. Be thorough if you want maximum results. What about the injuries we have inflicted? Contrusions, look at your mark.
Nothing. Just in case.
What about the injuries we have inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Okay, I have inflicted.
Okay, so there's an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. I wouldn't mention it. Better not to muddy the waters.
I agree, the waters are muddy enough.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
And I'm doing great, Usage. Thank you for asking.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries. Not just yet. Let's get what we know it isn't out of the way first.
Okay, is it? Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
It is very, very, very good, Xander. I'm upset that it's taken me this long to get around to playing it. But also, I seem to be a good way into it, so if anyone's concerned about spoilers, now's your time to turn back.
And your opinion, officer?
Yeah, my roommate and a VTuber friend of mine were talking about it fairly recently to me, which is what spurred me into playing it finally. Your opinion, officer, beneath the description, there are 2 checkmark boxes waiting to be ticked. Opinion, fatal injury, non-fatal, post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury. A stone. The injury does not have the rim.
Thank you, Xander. I appreciate that.
The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
The scalp bleeds from the postmortem head injury. A stone injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. A perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing a postmortem.
Maximum velocity, fucko!
Yes, maximum velocity, Kuno. Very good.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath The description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal, obviously.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
So no clawing at the neck means... So that doesn't necessarily rule out him dying by this, because if he was dropped, then that means his neck would have snapped, killing him.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
First, how did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Okay, what now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
Oh my goodness, so many raids. Hi Otto, how's it going, buddy? Hi Raiders, I'm Votum Stellarm, Eldritch Starbeast and your favorite skeleton space dad. Today we're playing some Disco Elysium. Otto, let me give you a quick shout out, buddy. What were you playing? Castlevania Circle of the Moon, a classic. Of course, of course. Hey Arlie, how's it going? Good to see you here.
You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
The fish lips stay
God damn it.
silent in response. You must be losing your mind, asking him that over and over.
I told you, he is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
Let's beg him, take him away.
Okay, I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can take care of the rest.
Then what?
It's too late to take him into processing today. I'll take him first thing tomorrow.
He pulls the black plastic over the dead man's face. Beg the corpse and drag it over to the mortar carriage. Ooh. Let's see, what do we want to level up? I think perception would probably be pretty helpful. Unfortunately, I'm gonna peace out because I want to play this later. So have fun with the masterpiece. Thank you, Arlie, I appreciate that. And yeah, as a heads up to our recent raiders, I am a good ways into this game, so if you're trying to avoid spoilers, now's your time to turn back. Also, I'm gonna apologize in advance, VTube Studio has been freaking out like all day, so I'm gonna be very twitchy right now. Let's see. Understand cop culture. I hate that. Authority. That probably could be good. You know what? Let's do empathy. And we'll do authority as well. Or... Yeah, we'll do authority. There we go.
Yes?
Okay. Well, with that done, let's see. I guess we can inform Gart that the corpse has been removed finally. And it does look like there's more people around.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes.
What are its hallmarks?
Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
Wait, where do I get such a crown? The idea of a king in a century gone is pretty fascinating. I'd rather know more about the world of today.
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what no one knows.
That reminds me, I believe I got a thought processed. No, apparently not. Oh, I only have 13 minutes remaining. Nice. Any new people I can talk to? Not really.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Not now.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime.
Ooh.
Maybe who cares? Just rum.
I mean, that does sound pretty good. I do like lime in my beverages. Well, I just like lime in pretty much anything. And it's not letting me interact with any of these other people. Okay.
Can I help you?
Here's a trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Hey, welcome back, Wish. We removed the corpse from the tree, completed the autopsy, bagged it up, and got it in the back of Kim's motor carriage, and we're currently back in the hostel. Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state.
I think fugue states are more your fault.
Is it pronounced fugue? My bad. Who else has the keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Thanks, let's talk about something else.
Yes?
So about the money I owe you. I don't think I have near enough to pay him back.
Yes. Have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot.
Well, 130, yeah.
Room,
definitely don't have that much.
Broken window, 130 real.
Hey, Luna, how's it going? I required a new deck build. Oh, acquired. Nice. What'd you get? Brain bust. What is that?
Like what?
Oh, brains busted. Hey, mine too. High five. Hey, good night, Static. Take care, sleep well, and sweet dreams. Power Rangers deck building game. That sounds interesting. I'm not familiar with it.
You see a heavy steel door. The door does.
High fives? Hell yeah. let me click on the prompt.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. My soul is immense. I've got a very large soul.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard.
Am I a Power Rangers man? Not necessarily. I do like the tiny bit that I've seen of Power Rangers. I do think it's kind of cool, but I know very little about it. Me neither. Apparently it's 2 to 4 players and you can play heroes or villains. Oh. What is it called? I'm gonna have to look this up.
Through a PA system, by other people.
This goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person. What should I sing when it comes to it?
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad, slow song you were listening to last night. Thought it was obvious.
No, of course. They'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one.
But yeah, it's meant to be played heroes versus villains. Ooh, that sounds really neat, Luna.
You have to find out how the song goes first, though. Maybe a tape of something appropriate would help.
I like where this is going. Oh, can I not get back into my own room? No, apparently not. Cool. Wait. There's music playing. Hold on.
The door is closed. Still no answer. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
That's disappointing. Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's anything else we can do in here at the moment. Is that... Okay, I thought that was like another room. Oh, let me out, Kim. I haven't talked to her yet. Well, I haven't talked to her since the beginning of the game, at least.
Whatever do you mean?
I'm to be my wheelchaired partner in crime fighting, helping people catching sequence killers. Nothing, I was just thinking of the lyrics of a song. Want to roll with me?
Ah, yes. Probably Roll With Me by the Fletchers. People often quote the Fletchers at me. Morel says it's my theme song.
It's a very good song. It's just called Power Rangers Deck Building Game. That's a really cool and inspiring name. Is it on TTS? If so, I'm gonna have to look that up. Well, we talked to Everart, so let's go ahead and talk to Joyce.
Whoa. What have we here?
A bridge?
A bridge with loose nails and rotten-infested wood that creaks in the wind. A construction code violation if there ever was one.
Whatever. Let death come. I'm a Revacholian badass. Kim, it looks like we've got a construction code violation.
True. They never cleaned up the war damage. The rest of Revachol looks better, though.
But Lieutenant, think about the splinters!
The bridge is fine enough. Locals use it all the time, after all. It's nothing to worry about. Shall we?
Okay, let me quick save first, though. Yeah, take that bridge. Hey, Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
By the way, I talked to Everett Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally. Time to choose sides.
I didn't. He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Everett Clare is the hero of the workers' movement. He's the champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. He's not the champion I've chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you in the cause of capital. It's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. The top option and the bottom option are both pretty good.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually...
She answers her own question.
Corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Votum-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Yep, unfortunately, what Kim said.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Votum myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
She's got a point.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Oh my god, why is the only option that he's helping me find my gun? That's not something I really want to bring up with Joyce. I like Joyce. I want to impress Joyce. Well, within reason I want to impress Joyce. Rather not talk about something else. For now, if you don't mind.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling.
Yeah, that was a bad option.
He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. It's all part of.
Yeah, what Kim said.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else? Of course,
Detective. Yeah, Kim the homie.
Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What is this acute encephalopathy? Encephalopathy. I'm probably not pronouncing that right.
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
What causes it?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, it's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly.
What are you?
What I am not is a basic term of reality.
There may be a way to get her speaking about herself at some later juncture.
What is this?
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
I mean, what is this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see, and new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
She looks up at the crumbling facade.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Oh my goodness.
Splat, splat.
From a dilapidated balcony, Cindy the Skull gives Joyce the evil eye, her red paintbrush held to her throat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
Wonderful.
What is that?
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
I think I might be part of an infraculture. No, let it go. You know what? Let's choose the first option. The old goth kid inside me wants me to choose the first option.
And what would that be?
Disco.
I can see that, yes. I dabble in those dark arts myself, not so long ago. I assure you, it was a thoroughly supracultural phenomenon. All permeating. Downright mandatory.
We get down with our bad selves. Hell yeah, Wish. You get it. You get it.
Nothing infra about disco, baby.
Your disco?
Those days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable facet of the whole thing for me.
The new?
The new. A cultural era. And the name of the decade it ravished, the 30s. It came out of post-revolutionary revachol. It was ultra-liberal.
Oh, there we go.
It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-colored everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now.
She raises her eyebrow at you. She could rock some disco pants, I could see it, absolutely. She'd look really good in them, too. It sounds fun, I can't remember a single thing. Champagne? That doesn't sound like anything I'd be into. I'm straight edge. Yeah, right. Got it, let's take it back to Reality Central for the next one. No, let's keep going. Sounds fun, I can't remember a single thing.
Wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there?
Nah.
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume Le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone, facing a mirror perhaps. Right now, it would derail the reality lowdown.
What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth. What's the big time?
The revolution.
Yo, Rez, how's it going? Good evening, buddy. You're just in time. We're talking about vague concepts of reality and disco. Running my brain out on MC today, but I'm feeling great. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, that's me. That's so me. Hell yeah. Huh, and what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Who got shot in the head? Who is in Paris?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
She likes the totality of it.
You could say they got totally shot in the head. Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Sounds like they should have shot more people in the head. Oh my goodness, that's a tragedy.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing side?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
Huh.
Yes. King Guillaume had a nose for bad PR. He ran before it. What is the expression? Went down? Anyway, Gil got out alive and his nephew Frisell got shot in his place.
If I remember correctly, last stream we came across the statue of that king, the one who used up all of the money on cocaine, 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 cocaine.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Okay, by liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
We. She's one of them. Of course.
They should have just survived getting shot in the head. Duh. If everyone got shot in the head, who's there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
If I was there, I'd simply not get shot in the head. R.I.P. to your grandpa, but I'm built different. Exactly, Wish. Exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying. Just don't get shot in the head. Just catch the bullets out of the air and throw them back. Come on.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
That's real? Yeah.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
How hard is my head? Pretty hard. I hit it against a lot of stuff every day. Haven't had no brain damage, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, what were we talking about again? I don't think I'm a moralist, ma'am. Not just technically. Practically, for a moment, there was hope.
A devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate approach to head shooting. In your line of work, I mean.
When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
Okay, what came next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
What happened to the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-Islary communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Wait, you're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
Time flies.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before.
Jeez.
19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
All that untaxed income must have fueled the new. That can only mean one thing.
That's when they discovered disco.
Yes, and quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. So, here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
Which side was the Wild Pines Group on?
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not.
They chose wisely.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
You would have sided with the king?
I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. Perhaps it's better I was born when I was. 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
What would you have done differently?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
I would have sought a medical solution.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with a technology 50 years ago?
Liquidate the rabid, prion-infested... Oh my god, no. With privatized healthcare and work ethic that does not turn your brain into sponge tissue? Okay, maybe it's impossible. What happened, had to happen, and always will.
Always. That's the can't-do attitude that truly defines late modernity. You may prove a modern man yet.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
Yeah, what Kim said. Thank you, Kim.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
My position, man? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Goodness.
Understandable.
That's enough about the times.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Now's your chance. Ask her who she is. She won't get out this time.
Seriously, I want to know what you are.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
Stop dodging. What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants.
Ooh, tasty babies. Nom 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 nom.
I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
Cool, I liberate pretty hard myself. Dios mio, Jawcross, a liberal.
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind.
Cool, I liberate pretty hard myself.
No, not like me. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp who pushed the king under a shitwagon and betrayed the revolution. Are you liberated enough to offer up your home on a plate for financial colonists? No, I think not. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you find me frightening?
A little.
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
She's pretty charming.
A devil, who being of great charm and guile, sneaketh into the homes of the godly.
That dialect is ubi sunt. You recognize it's a quote from somewhere. A play written way back in the Franco-Nigerian century.
And persuades them to addict themselves to his... Sir... Suis?
Ah, maybe you remember more than you let on. Despite whatever brain damage the alcohol may have inflicted. I hope we're able to continue as friends, despite my scaly bulk and my intimidating liberal credentials. This was not the plan all along. When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
That settles that.
Nothing's settled. It simply fades away. Like a lover who has lost their faith. Now, shall we return to reality?
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here. It's because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
First, where's this Kingdom of Conscience? No more talk. Sign me up for a passport.
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
how do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
But what about all the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to
The
see
future is
change
best.
conscious.
The future is best.
Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What rationality? What sang-froid?
Wait, is the Kingdom of Conscious really about doing things or just preserving the status quo? Okay, but what's the Kingdom of Conscious actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Aww. But discarding a lot of those other things would be kind of good, so... yeah, sure.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Oh, right. Then let's get there eventually.
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Cool.
Jamais vu. Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
I kind of just did a whole bunch of that. Okay.
Wow, you work hard.
I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
I guess I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I fucking ride till I die, bitch.
That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.
I guess I've made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth?
Excuse me?
But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, Are you rich?
Yes, quite.
Get out of here. You're a pauper. You work harder than anyone. Almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
The system is broken. There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but the immigrant cops have price dumped it. Fucking taxes, man. The system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
Fucking taxes, man.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
I do sneeze a lot. Allergies.
Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate? That is reversion.
I thought there were no taxes.
You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax. This tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. The Gotham estate's a myth. In total, the coalition government is taking 98% of all your money.
No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue.
Disco Elysium has an attitude on it. Rebels, baby. Hell yeah. Ooh, I got a skill point. Threaten people? No, I don't want to threaten people. Kind of want to do visual calculus just because I think that's really cool. Practice the art of persuasion, enjoy some rigorous intellectual discourse. Ooh. Immense panache. A lead panache. Yeah, let's do visual calculus. Or rhetoric. Let's do rhetoric.
We should think about calling it today, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year.
I haven't paid the cafeteria managers for damages yet.
You should take care of that, then.
But I don't have the money.
Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Okay. Really quickly. What I wanted to see if I had a way to unlock these guys. I guess I don't yet. Okay. So I think what we're gonna do, friends, is I have been streaming for just shy of 3 hours now. I'm gonna make it back to the hostel, and before we call it good for the night, I'm gonna end the stream and I'll find somebody for us to raid into. I will be back on Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific with a Labyrinthine collab with NK, Hitamaru, and Vibing with Vintage. Which, by the way, let me give them all shoutouts really quickly. They, of course, have the delightful and gorgeous NK. We have my VTuber big bro, Hito. and I hope I'm spelling this right. It might have underscores, but we have his wonderful partner, Vintage. Oh, cool, I did spell it right. Nice. Sounds good. This has been an interesting time. It's been interested in Labyrinthine myself. It's going to be my first time trying it out. I'm really excited. And thank you, as always, for hanging out, Wish. It's always great having you along. Alright. Save game. I do, actually. I'm very good friends with Pate. He's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart and like, a legit, real inspiration. He's pretty amazing. Alright, let's see who is streaming right now. Quite a few people. Wow, busy night. Let's see. You know what? Comfy's streaming right now. They're playing some Payday 2. I think we're gonna go ahead and raid into them. Alright, friends. Let me make sure I'm spelling their name right. Yep, I got it right. Cool. Alright, friends, thank you again for joining me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. Raid message, as always, is going to be School Raid. Go ahead and use whatever emotes that you want. In the meantime, friends, take care, much love, and I'll see you on the other side. Good night, everyone.